Hello, I am landlord. Hi, I am potential renter. And I am speed home. Wow, so cool. Editing only ma. Okay, so why should we use speed home? Why Give me a reason fast. I very busy. I got meeting with Dato later, you know. Well, let's start with you first. Oh, okay. I'm interested to rent this guy's property. So can I take a look first? Oi. I where got time to go show my 10 properties to everyone. I only want to see one lah. Oh, sorry. Which one out of my 10 properties you want to see? No worries. We can arrange for our home runner to go to any of your 10 properties and take photos and videos and even arrange home viewings for any potential renters like you. Or free. Free. Oh, okay. Then if I like the property, can I rent straight away? Whoa, wait. I need to know his background first, After he no job, cannot pay rent, how? Hey, you think I know money? Don't worry. We will do a complete background check to make sure the tenant is eligible and you get a qualified tenant. I don't mind, check lah. But how is the deposit? Is it 2 months? Yeah, the deposit, this one very important. After he damaged my property and ran away, how? Hey, you think all of us very bad, is it? You own 10 properties, then you know lah. Can you come closer a bit? I want to slap your face. Guys, there is no deposit. Huh? Wait, where can no deposit one? Simple. The tenant only needs to pass our zero deposit eligibility check and the landlord can sign up for the best insurance protection with Speed Home. Not bad no deposit. Wait, what insurance is this? It's Allianz Insurance that protects your right as a landlord. So just 1.5 months rental for the whole year and Speed Home guarantees on-time rental payment, protection against rental loss, plus utility and household coverage. Oh, how much is the total coverage? Up to 42,000 ringgit. Wow, not bad. I can get money back. That means I can relax at home and you count him everything. Count him everything. Sign me up now. Me too. Great. Any other questions? Got free gift? We don't have any free gift. Can I give discount? Yeah, give free voucher lah. No free gift lah. But actually, you can advertise your property with us for free. And our insurance also has 60 days free cancellation. So no harm to try. Can I give free umbrella?
Hi, I'm Wei Ming, founder and CEO of Speed Home. I founded Speed Home because of my personal problem. But I think my personal problem, you can relate to it as well if you're a landlord or you're a tenant. So number one, I started it because of my personal experience to lease out my house. I SMS 50 agents back in 2016 and only 10 replied to me and 2 actually post up the listing for me and eventually got listed up. So from 50 to 2 and to 1, it's a lot of people that I need to contact to. So I was wondering, why isn't there a platform where we can give you the control, empower you to lease out your house yourself, right? And Speed Home, basically, we provide you end-to-end solution. You just need to list your property and then we help with tenancy agreement signing digitally. We help with rental collection and more importantly, we have insurance protection. When I started this business, nobody really wanted to fund us. No venture capital wanted to fund us. In fact, there was a VC that told me, don't waste your time winning. You should do something else because this business doesn't make sense. But I think because I know the problem that I'm feeling would be felt by many people, so I thought I should continue.
Hello. Hi, everyone. Welcome to our Ringgit Hack live show today. So firstly, I would like to say thank you everyone for taking your time out on your busy schedule and joining our live show today. So for those of you who are joining our live show, often frequent, this will be the first time you guys are seeing me, so I'll introduce myself first. So my name is Katresh. I am from the marketing department, and today I'm stepping in for the usual host, which is Pobunyao. Today he is busy, so I'm stepping in for him. So yes, so let's get to it. So I would like to know my audiences first, right? So firstly, I would like to know how many of you guys are joining our live today and it is your first time. So if it's your first time, please type one so I can see that, okay, you guys are new. So please type in the chat box or your comment from YouTube or Facebook. Please type one so I can know that you guys are new and first time joining our live show. Okay, I see in YouTube we have some newcomers as well here. Hi everybody. Okay, so without further ado, I would like to get straight into the topic. Today, we have invited our expert from Space Plus, and his name is Eason Tee. And Eason Tee is the co-founder of Space Plus back in 2020. So yes, and a little bit of background about Eason Tee. So Eason is the co-founder of Space Plus back in 2020, and he is a bachelor degree holder in entrepreneurship from Utah. And Eason Tee himself is a property entrepreneur. He has founded Auntie Hannah Hostel, which is the official multimedia university off-campus premium hostel provider back in 2018. And he has also managed property portfolios worth more than 18 million ringgit. And he has also rented over 300 rooms to students. And Eason Tee himself, he is a very passionate person in property investment, and he's very inspired to coach people like us, people who are joining the live today, to be able to, fulfill our financial freedom dreams through property investment. So yes, that's about it for small background info about Eason. And without further ado, I would like to invite Eason over, and let's get right into it. I will invite Eason in to start his sharing for the day. Hi, Eason.
Hi, Katrash.
Ethan, how are you? Had your
Yeah,
dinner?
yes, just done my dinner. Yeah,
Okay,
thanks for
okay,
the
okay.
great sharing just now.
No worries. You started at a very young age. We all can see that. Hopefully, it will be continuing like this, and hopefully, you can also give us some insights to today's, how to automate and digitize our rental property, so that it's easier for us. So yes, Ethan, let me know whenever you're ready. You can start.
Yeah, I'm ready to share.
Okay, okay. So what I'll do is I'll remove myself from the screen and I will also add your presentation slides which you have prepared for today.
Okay, thank you, bro. Yeah, okay. Before I start, I'd like to take this opportunity to thanks Speed Home for inviting me to share in this platform about how to automate and digitize your rental property. So allow me to share a bit about my background, okay, about my milestone that until what I've done today. So let's move on to my first slide. Okay, before I talk about this topic, I'd like to share about my property journey. So I started in investing property in 2018. So that time, because of the word financial freedoms, I go into property investment. Before that, I was an entrepreneur running a small business in construction, specialized in acoustic. So during that time, I made some money. Then I'm looking forward to get something that can give us financial freedom. So I come out in the ads, and so that invest in property can lead us to have a financial freedom. So that's why I take the first step to buy my first property. So when I bought my first property, I found that if I want to get a good returns on rental, I have to rent it out by rooms. So from there, I learn how to do room rental. Another word is called as a sublet. So I started this room rental journey in 2018 with only 6 rooms. So during that time, I just thought that if I able to fill out my rooms, I got a decent rental that cover my bank installment, will be good enough. But after I done my first unit, I found that this is a not bad business which I think I can venture into it. So during that year, 2018, I start to look for more property which is owned by others owner. So I less than 1 year, almost 1 year, I managed to grow my hostel business from 6 room to 300 rooms. So during that time, I was very happy because able to make another recurring income business from this hostel. So during that time, I was the biggest off-campus premium hostel provider in Malacca MMU. So things wasn't as expected. So during 2019, I plan to build my portfolio to become doubles in 2020. Yeah. So during that time, on the March, suddenly MCO, my room occupancy totally dropped down until a very minimum, that's less than 20 occupancy rate. The time was a very big hit for me. So I even expand my business during that time. And during the time, all the students have to study online. We can't go out. So all the booking have been returned. And that time I need to commit, I need to pay the rental for the owner, which I already rent for them. Because that time we are using the model of rent to rent. So I need to commit the rental for the owner and I will rent out to, my tenants to get a difference of the rental collection. So during that time was a very big hit for me and I was very down during 2020. 2020. So before this pandemic happened, when I was managing 300 rooms that time, I facing some problems, which is I already have such a big numbers of room and tenants. My daily operations is I need to hire more people. And that time I think of in the market whether I have any system or any way, any method for us to reduce our operation workload and even like the common problem like chasing rental, collecting all the utilities bills. All this I was facing some bottleneck during that time. So I searched in the market, there are don't have such a system. So the time I decided to look for a solution. So during 2020, early 2020, I met my partner, which is Lee, is my partner for this current company. So I met him, and at the time he was building such rental management system, which I think is not what we want at that time. So then I've managed to share with him, and even he invited me to join with him on growing this business. And during that time, my business was down, and I take this opportunity to come up again. So in 2020 September that time, we revamped the whole system and we relaunched to the market. So up to last year, 2021, we managed to really grow our business, and there are more than 150 of these operator, we call it operator, who managing the hostel, managing the co-living. So already using our system. So end of last year, and we able to even go up to another level, which we able to merge with the iBelay listing platform, and we empower the whole platform, and even we empower the whole room rental market by providing the rental management system. So in this year, 2020, we aim to transform more than 30,000 rooms that able to let them automate and digitize their rental property. So let me move on to my topic. So before I go into my topic, I would like to ask all of you, I believe most of you come here you are the property investor. So what are the room rental problems that commonly we are facing? So first, of course, the main thing of property investment is collect rental. So chasing rental is a tedious process if you don't have a proper method. So chasing for rental is one of the pain, I can say. So second, but is what is utilities. Okay, if you're doing room rentals, you will face the unpaid electricity bill. So there's many ways people can, they're managing their electricity bill. So some of the owner or even operator, they will do by divide the tenants. So all this will create problems or dispute among the tenants. So some of the operator will choose to install meters. Okay, there are the few options. So later I will share with you how we can help you to totally automate this electricity collection. Okay, so the third problem is what? Key management, key missing, key loss, or even they sometimes tenant lock up themselves. All this is the common problems that we as a property investor or even a room operator, they are facing this problem. So the fourth problem is tenant run away. Okay, so sometimes when you rent out your unit and you hope that the whole year tenant will pay the rent on time and really stay, but sometimes things doesn't go as we thought. So tenants might run away. All this is a problem. Then we have to find a tenant in a short period of time. So what is the solution for this? Later I will share. So another thing is the whole operation, the management, like to record the rental, to record the tenancy. All this, by traditionally, we need to use what? We need to use paper and pen and even Excel to record all this, which is a tedious process. Every month we have to do it. So all this problem that we are facing, I will share with you what is the solution for them today. Okay, lastly is room viewing. So if tenant run away or the unit is vacant, you need to find prospect your potential tenants. So when there is a list coming in from all the listing platform or like Facebook, you need to do what? Do room viewing. All this is a process that before you're able to get the tenant stay on your unit. So in room viewing is another challenge for some of the property investor or even operator, because you need to have a physically go to the unit and do the viewing. And because of pandemic, people are looking for alternative compared with this physical room viewing. So I will move on to my solution. What solution we have today? So just like I will share before iBelay Plus, our company is called Space Plus. So we have merged with iBelay this year, and we able to integrate few things that I will share with you in details. So one of the uniqueness of our system is be able to integrate few technology. One of it is IoT hardware, which is the main thing for the meter, the smart meter and the smart dot. Okay, followed by the viewing. Just like I talked about the physical viewing, we have this VR technology to help tenants to view remotely. Okay, even owner, they don't have to go and open the door to view, even have to wait for tenants. All these things, we're able to solve it. And followed by the fintech technology, which is payment gateway. This will help you to ease your rental collections. Okay, so later I'll share in detail. And lastly, which is the InsurTech, which Speed Home are also providing. Okay, this is the integration. Okay, how do we do it? Okay, before I go further, can I get some response from you guys? Are you guys ready to know what is the way to automate and digitize your room rental? If you are ready, please write a word ready for me. Thank you. Okay, thanks for the response. Okay, as you guys know, we need to get, before we have a tenant, we need to post our listing. So Speed Home is one of the listing platform that able to post our property, no matter it's whole unit or room in the Speed Home. So commonly when you post in this platform, what you will do, you will just pray that someone will call you, someone will approach you, and only you able to connect with them, then bring them to view and close them. So this process is a very uncontrollable. So today in our platform, iBelay Plus, we're able to simplify this process by converting lead to list in this list renting process. So later I will go into one by one on the topic on how we can do it. And after you done the lead to list, that means tenant have committed to rent your unit or really want to move in, then you will follow by the day-to-day automation, which is the renting process. Okay, so renting process is a tedious job, and how we can do it by automate the day-to-day renting management, I will go into it now. So when we're talking about posting in the listing platform, SpeedHome is one of it. So now I take this opportunity to share a bit about SpeedHome. SpeedHome is a property. Currently there are more than 100,000 property listed in this SpeedHome, and every month there's more than 150 active users. So SpeedHome is one of the places that we're able to get leads. Okay, so when you get the leads, conventionally you need to have a viewing. Okay, if you engage SpeedHome, there's a SpeedHome buddy to help you to do the viewing. But another option is we have this VR technology. Even in this SpeedHome buddy, they even can help you if you have VR technology. So they can help you to let the tenants view remotely. So our VR technology able to help you to save time and cost, because you don't have to traveling around to get to meet the tenant and open the door for them to view. And one is the best thing is we are able to show your tenant what they see is what they will get, because it's different from fake photo and this video. Okay, so if you have this, I will if you want to know more about this VR, you can contact me at the end of the session. I will share my contact details. You can contact me. I can share you some sample how VR is. You can experience the VR technology, and you can really apply for it to get to show the unit without going physically. So this is a new norm, because for the past 1 year, we have many clients, they're able to close the deal. They're able to get a tenant without physical viewing, only just a VR viewing. They're able to close the deal and tenant really move in and stay happily. Okay, so we believe this is a new norm and it's a new solution for this property renting. Okay, so when there is a lead, we show the viewing. If the tenant is really, they are happy and they want to commit, what is the next step? They will be signing the tenancy agreement. Okay, before going to signing tenancy agreement, we will do the tenant screening. So it's a common and it's optional whether you want to go to this process. And what the best is, in our platform, we're able to integrate this CTOS for tenant, for the owner or even operator to screen their tenant. It's just a click. Okay, so you don't have to go through the tedious paperwork process, and this is one of the way to help you to eliminate the bad tenants. Okay, so this is the thing. Just like I said, e-agreement. So when tenant is screened, then you feel that tenant is a good tenant, then you can proceed for agreement. Conventionally, what we are using is a physical tenancy agreement. So you need to travel around to pass to the tenant to sign. And if you are managing for the owner, you need to get the owner to sign as well. So this is a tedious process. You are wasting your time. You have to start in the traffic jam. Even to print out the paper, then it's a cost for you also. So through our e-tenancy agreement, it's totally paperless and digitized. Okay, so what is the special in our this e-agreement module is we comply with the Electronic Commerce Act. Okay, so this one is very important because most of the time, some people they say they are using e-agreement, but they are just sending around through this WhatsApp or email. So all the process that get done, get agreed, get signed is not recorded in a proper way. So in our module, we have this audit trail to let every step recorded in our system and encrypted. So this one will let both parties have a peace of mind in case you need to bring this document to the court one day, touch wood. So it's uninhabitable. This means it's really you can enforce it. Okay. So when tenancy is signed, so it's very it's a trend currently. Many owner they choose to go for. They will reduce the moving cost by offering tenant runaway protections. So in this Speed Home, also they will offer this such option for tenant to really for owner to faster let the unit rent out faster. Okay, so this one of the main thing this tenant runaway protection is they can protect owner from losing the rent. Okay. So in Sweet Home, they provide such service to let the tenant they move in fast without very high moving cost. So for owner, they will really easy and fast to rent out their unit. And in case there's anything happen, they still can claim from the insurance company to get back their cover. Because sometimes tenant move out, we can't really on the spot get a new tenant to come in. So tenant runaway protection is one of the trend currently, and in our platform, we also offer such this solution. So when tenant is sign the tenancy already, insurance is bought, the next thing will be tenant will check in. So tenant check in is another thing which we need to worry, which is tenant will stay in our unit for 365 days. So what will happen in this 1 year? Of course, one of the things is the rental. Okay, so in our system, we're able to help the tenant to pay the rent automatically. Okay, so for owner, they just monitor and wait the payment to be collected on behalf of the payment gateway. So in our system, we will let the tenant sign up for the first time to get the approval from the bank. So every month, tenant don't have to worry whether they have paid the rental on time, and I didn't have to worry the late payment issue. Okay, so for the owner, they can get the the rental received on early of the month. Okay, so this indirectly will help the property investment or owner to don't have to chase the rental, because every month system will automatically deduct the rental from their saving account or their credit card. Okay, so but this feature they still have some issue. For example, how about if their bank account don't have the credit or they don't have a balance? So people are still asking, is it really helps? Okay, but anyway, this is maybe a minority of people, but if it is happen, we have solution for you on the next. I will share with you later. So other than rental collection, another problem is electricity collection. Just like I've shared the second problem. Okay, sorry. So this one is access control, automatic access control. So when tenant check in, you need to pass key conventionally. So through our system, we integrated this smart lock. Okay, you can see behind me there are a few smart lock. So this smart lock will auto assign the access to the tenant based on their tenancy period. Okay, and when the tenancy period is expired, system will auto delete the access. So this indirectly helps us to don't have to have the key management physically, and you don't have to worry they're missing key, they lock up themselves, or even when tenant check out, you have to change the whole unit lock. All these problem, it won't happen again if you have this smart lock installed in your property. And even you can do remote check-in, because sometimes because after this pandemic, we have a new norm that we don't meet the person, and sometimes if really tenant want to check in on the time that we can't really go, we still able to let them have the access easily. Okay, they can check in through the phone, through the e-key through phone, and also through passcode or even fingerprint. So all these they can set up remotely by the tenant themselves. Okay, so another thing is when you want to promote your property, or you assign agent to sell your property, when you have this smart lock, you don't have to worry about the key also. You don't have to worry to pass the key around and collect back from the agent, because you can just simply send one-time access pin for the tenant to log in. So this indirectly will help you to save many hassle, and you even can check whether the agent, they really go into the unit or not, whether they can bring someone to view or not. So all this is a very good feature that help you to trace the history. Okay, so after rental collected and we can have this access control, another thing is the electricity. So conventionally, if you rent by whole unit, of course you don't have to worry about the electricity bill, because tenant, they will directly pay to the TNB. But if you rent out by rooms, there is a problem. Okay, so what is the problem is when TNB bill come, you got no idea how you're going to charge each of the tenants. Okay, so commonly people will try to divide the bill. So they will divide the bill, and tenant will pay the same amount. So in this will cause what issue? This will cause some of tenant that they're not really using so much of electricity, especially aircon, they have to pay the same amount as others that really use up so much electricity. So what solution we have offered is we have this smart meter that help owner operator to install on their property, okay, dedicated for each room or even for each aircon. So for tenant side, they just top up themselves, okay. So in our system, there has apps for tenants to top up and view their usage every month. So tenant will pay in advance, and you don't have to do the monthly billing calculation. All this you have totally don't have to worry, and even system able to automate top up for tenants in our feature. And we also have this reward top up. For example, you can reward tenant when they pay the rental on time. Okay, all this we are designed for rewarding, and also to punish tenant if tenant didn't pay rental. Okay, the one I will share in later. So through this self top up, self manage, self monitor system, tenant can enjoy a pay per use and even fair and transparent way, rather than those conventional way. Some operator, they even install the meter, but that one is a manual meter. They have to every month they have to go and record and calculate and go and chase. All this is a tedious process. Okay, so through our self top up, this meter, you can really automate the energy control. And the last thing is you get the payment in advance. Okay, so you collect all the payment, when the bill is coming, you just pay it and don't have to worry to chase the collect the money from tenants. Okay, so next will be the thing that I asked about. If the automated rental collection cannot work, what will be the next thing for us to help you to automate the rental? Okay, so if you have installed your smart meter and smart lock in the properties, our system will have this feature called auto freeze. So when you can set the overdue, for example, 7 days after the invoice days. For example, first of every month is the rental day. You can set after 7 days. If the tenant didn't pay, system will automatically freeze the access and also disconnect the smart meter. Of course, this feature is not to mean that we want to disallow tenant to go in, but the idea is tenant can either have two options. So one, they immediately pay the rental, system will immediately unfreeze. Another way is tenant will take the initiative to contact you as a landlord to tell you the reason. Okay, the reason of this system is to let tenant take the initiative to talk to you, whether they have the difficulty to pay the rental. They can ask you permission, maybe extend for a few days. So from there you can do the extension. But rather than tenant, they try to ignore. If you don't have this feature, tenant can try to ignore, and you have to chase them. Even you WhatsApp them, they don't reply you. All this is the possible problem if you don't have this type of feature. So some of our clients, they once they install, they will notice that early of the months, the collection is not so high. But near to the overdue date, suddenly the collection is almost like 100%. So this is the thing that we can train. I mean, it's not a train. I mean, we will how to say we will let the tenant know that they have these things, so they will try to not let it happen. Okay, that means every day, every time before the due date, they will take the initiative to pay, because they don't want to have the hassle of all these auto freeze or even disconnect. Okay, so this is the thing that really help you to automate the rental payment. Okay, and this system is just one-time configuration, and you can just enjoy peace of mind. So even you can access to the system to check whether who are the tenant that don't pay, but you don't have to really take action to contact them, because of this feature, you can really have a peace of mind and only really attend to those that really difficult to handle tenant. That means for the majority works, you already you don't have to worry. So you just focus on the really have difficulty to handle type of tenants. Okay, so some of our client, they really have don't have to worry. You see, last time they have their admin, they have to call or to contact to remind the tenants. But through this system, they really save a lot of their times and also improve their operation. So rental collected, everything is on track. Then you also peace of mind. So tenant will stay. Their staying period will end, right? So if they don't want to renew, so the flow will go back, which is you have to list out your property. So through our system, we're able to help you to automate your posting. Okay. So currently we are working with Speed Home to auto post your property listing when it is vacant, or for those property they have like, for example, 30 days before vacant, when tenant they don't want to renew their tenancy, system will auto post the list to few listing platform. One of it is Speed Home, and in our iBelay also, and other space like Facebook and other listing platform. So this will indirectly help you to save the tedious job of posting. Okay, so once you post in the platform, if there is a potential, if there's a tenant book up or take up the room, system will auto post it when you occupy the room. Okay, so this will also indirectly help you to save the tedious work of taking down the list from the listing platform, and indirectly be able to help this listing to be verified, because when we post from our platform, most of the I can say most of the listing is a genuine one, it's verifiable, because all these they have to come in the system, they have to implement the hardware, the log, all these things. So indirectly we're able to verify the rooms, and for the tenant, they can they can get to approach a better room and genuine room. So for property investor or even the operator, they can indirectly reduce their vacancy rate. So this is the whole solution which able to automate the the room renting, also as well as the whole unit renting. Okay, so move on to the next slide. So I'd like to summarize all these feature, how our Space Plus is able to help you. So first, we will help you to reduce the risk. What is the risk? Unpaid rental risk, unpaid electricity bill, and also the tenant which is giving you problems. So we're able to help you automate the rental collection and help you to recover the rental. And through the smart meter self top up, tenant can do it themselves, and we don't have to worry tenant will use over. They will overuse the electricity and they don't want to pay or they're missing. Okay, so next slide will be through our system, we're able to help you to reduce the cost. Okay, so through automate the access control, through implement the smart lock, you don't have to worry about all the traveling if you want to give us the key. All this is the hidden cost. And even if tenant move out, they didn't return your key, you have to change the whole lock. All this is the hidden cost, and you don't have to duplicate your key and don't need to change the lock. All this is issue that will not happen again. Okay, and okay, we even have this automated accounting system. So this one is today I will not share about it because it's a bit complicated. And the main thing is the whole operation. Okay, for example, if you own few property, you can really sit back and I mean you can use less time to manage your property and spend more time with your family or even others important things. So system will help you to do reminder to the tenants through email. Okay, when payment is received, system will issue a receipt to the tenant automatically. Okay, when the tenancy expired, system will help you to post in the listing platform. Okay, so even in our system, we have this maintenance reminder. So you don't have to worry if there is aircon need to service, system will help you to do the reminding. Okay, invoice, you see all this will be auto issue lah. So overall, the operation you can really digitize it. You don't have to use any paper anymore. Okay, so indirectly you will reduce your cost, and another thing is we will indirectly help you to increase your revenue. Okay, through our auto posting, we're able to post to multiple listing platform, and you're able to get more leads. Okay, more leads from a variety platform, and you can faster rent out your room lah. Okay, so if you have many leads, if you want to go to viewing, is another tedious process. If you have this PR, you can really show to those really I mean show to everyone, but those genuine one, they will really come back to you, and if really needed, you go to do the physical viewing. So if motivated tenant, they want to view, and I mean it's more high chance for you to close the sales, and you go and I mean when you go to for the viewing. Okay, so another thing is through this I mean tenant runaway protection, you can acquire tenant faster because we can lower the moving cost for the tenants, and can give a peace of mind for owner lah, because there is a protection in case anything happen for the properties. Okay, so after sharing all these things, I want to let you know for up to date since 2017 what we have done. Okay, we have in our system we have more than 12,000 room transform. That means in our system currently there are more than 12,000 rooms, and our rental collection is more than 8 million, and the process auto pay currently is more than 2.5 million, and the total IoT hardware that been implement or adopt by the I mean the property investor or operator is more than 3,800. Yeah, and the smart meter self top up is more than 10,000. So all these numbers prove that our system is really help them, and is okay. All this is our client. So some of them is property agents, and some are the room operator. They are using our system to manage their property. Okay, so I believe some of you have heard how good is this system, and how much is it? What is the price? Okay, so before I share about the price, I'd like to ask you, how much do you think, or how much you're willing to pay? Okay, so some of the people, they might think I don't need a system, and I maybe can hire a team to do all these things. But the cost, what is the cost? It might cost you like more than 5,000 to set up a team to manage your property. Okay, even you yourself, you manage for your own property, your time is a cost for you. Okay, so how about if you're able to free up your time? What is your cost of your time? Okay, so to digitization, you're able to have less time spent on managing your property. And of course, what is the risk? The risk, for example, I mean the occupancy rate, lower occupancy rate, or even you vacant your property for long times. All this is the risk, and also the opportunity cost for you as a property investor. Okay, so you can see all this is a big chunk of money if you if you convert into money. Of course, today our system is just how much? It's just 3 ringgit a day for you to manage 100 rentable space. Okay, just I think I'm not sure now. Today you're still able to buy a copy bank with 3 ringgit or not, but in through our I mean our system only charge you 3 ringgit from 3 ringgit a day lah, for up to I mean minimum 100 rentable space. Okay, so this is the rough price. If you want to know more about the actual price or the hardware price, okay, you can come to me. Okay, you can contact this phone number or even email me. Okay, we will share with you more. Okay, so this is the whole idea on how we can able to automate and digitize your room renting. No matter it's by whole unit or room renting or even your commercial property, you can use this solution to manage it. Okay, so I'd like to end my sharing. Yeah, Cat, are you here?
Hi, Eason. Yes, I'm still here. I'm still here. Wonderful sharing. Thank
Yeah,
you. That wonderful sharing. Thank you. And your systems are almost fully 100% automated. Fantastic stuff. Fantastic stuff. All right. Okay. So,
yeah,
everyone, if you have more question for Eason about the services that he is offering, you can always type your questions in the comment sections if you're from YouTube or if you're from Facebook. And for now, you guys have 5 minutes to ask your questions in the question section below, and I will get Eason to answer your questions. And now what I will be doing is I will be presenting to you guys for you guys who are here for the first time. If you guys don't know about Speed Home, I will be presenting more about Speed Home itself. So what is Speed Home? So Speed Home is actually the safest end-to-end property platform. And what do we offer? We offer free hosting on our website. We offer free viewing services by our home runners. Our home runners are our in-house hired people. They are trained to go out and to show your property to potential tenants and to also upsell your property. So for our home runners free viewing services are only provided in Klang Valley for now, but we are surely looking to extend our services to Penang or Johor in the near future. So what's next? What else do we offer? We offer tenant background check. So every tenant who comes through Speed Home, and if they are renting a property, that means they have successfully passed our background checks. And we also have digital signing, which we call Speed Sign. So you and the tenant, you can always create your agreement online, and you can also sign your tenancy agreement online. And we also have a complete protection from Allianz Insurance. So as Eason was mentioning just now, nowadays most of the landlords who are renting out their property, because zero deposit is the norm, so most of the landlords are actually opting to Allianz Insurance or other insurance which is available. But at Speed Home, our official partner for Speed Home will be Allianz Insurance, and they are our complete protection giver. And what else do we do? We also do free rental collection services. How does our free rental collection services work? Is we have a team of people who will be helping you as the landlord and the tenants to throughout the whole tenancy period. So from start till the end, our operations team will always be there to assist the landlord and the tenant if there is any troubles. Next up would be our introduction, our background a bit. So Speed Home. Those days we were called as Speed Rent. We were known as Speed Rent. And this man you see over here, his name is Wong Wei Wang, and he is our CEO. So Speed Rent actually started in 2015, and then we further rebranded it to Speed Home in 2019. So these are our achievements. We have over 550K downloads, and we have a monthly traffic of tenants coming into our platform to look for new properties to rent of almost up to 150,000, and we also have up to more than 100,000 property listed actually. And we also are getting tenant inquiries a month of up to 600,000 people. And to know where we are featured in before, so we have actually been featured in these this news section. So we have been in Star, we have been featured in the New Straits Times, and we also have been featured in Astro Awani and so on. Next up would be our angel investor. So in this past 5 years, we have actually raised a total of 17 million in crowdfunding. And these people you see over here are the Faith co-founders, Wednes𝐼𝐚𝐲 and Yo Chen. They are our angel investors. Next up would be, this was our launching day back in 2019. We had CEO, the former CEO of Allianz, and YB Zuraida as well. They came over to our office and we had a lot of news people over there for the PR, and they did our launching and it was indeed very successful. So what is the difference between Speed Home and anyone else? So at Speed Home, we have better quality tenants because every tenants come to us, they will be going through background checks, and we will have direct communication with the tenant, and we are zero deposit, completely protected by Allianz. Our viewing management is totally free by our home runners, and we also offer free rental collection for our landlords who rent through us. Next up is why you should go with zero deposit. So if you compare yourself with a landlord who is actually getting a deposit, you as a landlord who is going with zero deposit, you will be able to maximize your tenant portfolio. There'll be no risk for you because you will be in the end having the insurance protecting you fully, and your property will always be the number one choice comparing to another landlord who is actually collecting a deposit. And your property will surely get faster renting. At Speed Home, most of the landlords, they get their property rented out in less than 3 to 4 weeks. And at Speed Home, our protection is 20 times better. Next up would be these three packages you see over here: basic, extended, and extended plus are our insurances which we offer to our landlords. And basic starts from a month rental. And what are the differences between these packages are extended and extended plus are our premium packages which we offer to our landlords, which actually gives the landlord an extra bit of protection, such as on-time rental or overstay cash defender. So if you would like to know more about the insurances which we offer, you can always contact us, and you can always PM us on Facebook or any of our social media. We will always be there to assist you. Next up, this one is our landlord community. So if you are a landlord and you would like to know what's going on in the landlord market or whatnot, you should join this group. It's on Facebook. It's called the Association of Landlords Malaysia. And you will be able to know what are the recent information which landlords are sharing and what is the discussed matters. And next up would be our Speed Home Telegram channel. My colleague will be sharing you guys the link to our Speed Home Telegram channel and also our Landlord Association, where you guys can join. And in those channels, you'll be able to know or get more information about Speed Home, about the rental market, and so on. Lastly, I would like to introduce this new thing we have at Speed Home, which will be pay rent, earn AIJ points. And if you are here as a landlord, as a tenant, it's not a problem. If you guys are always interested to get some passive income, some money, you guys should always give a try to this program, which is refer and earn AIJ points and win free rent. So you guys, if you guys are a landlord or a tenant, make sure you guys go to Speed Home, register an account, and you can see you'll be able to refer your friends. So if you refer a friend, and should they rent out their property or should they rent in a property, you as the referrer, you will be able to get 200 ringgit, your friend will get 100 ringgit, and you will also get free AIJ points. And with these points later on, if you'd like to go for a holiday or whatnot, you will always you can always use your points, and you will also be eligible to to AIJ's freebies or whatnot. You will always be eligible. And I think I have reached the end of my presentation today. And if you guys are confused, what's the difference between iBelate Plus and Speed Home? I believe they are more focused into rooms for now, and at Speed Home we are wholly focused into renting whole properties. We do rooms as well, but we do not actively look into rooms as much as iBelate Plus does. And if you guys have any questions about how is iBelate Plus different from Speed Home, you can always ask us in the comment sections. Yeah. And right now, what I will be doing is I'll be looking at the questions and I'll be sharing my screen with you guys to see what are the questions, and I'll get Mr. Eason to share to answer the questions as well. Hi, Eason.
Yo,
Hi. Yeah.
yeah,
So these are the questions. You guys hold on. Let me share my screen. These are the questions we have from everyone today. So, isn't the first question? Yeah. The first question is, what is the electricity rate to be paid by tenants? So I think
okay.
I think yeah.
So shall I answer one by one, or wait?
No,
You wait
we can go
one.
one by one. I'll be reading out the
Yeah.
questions. No worries. Yeah.
Okay, for electricity rate, okay. So commonly, TNB bill, the highest rate for TNB bill is around 0. I mean 57.1 cents. Okay, so we recommend not charge more than that rate lah. Okay, so because in the Energy Act, they don't allow we as a user, or you don't have the license to sell the property. Okay, so in our concept is by installing smart meter, you're able to get back the electricity that your tenant use. Okay, so it's better you charge less than that amount, which is the maximum rate for the TNB bill. So, but even some owner, they charge like 60 cents per kilowatts, but still still can be accept because they include the aircon servicing cost, everything in. So it depends lah. It depends, but we recommend don't charge more than the TNB rates. Yeah.
All right. All right. Thanks, Eason. So the next one is we have a question. They are asking us how much is the cost for items. I think they are referring to your items which you have.
Okay, you mean the
Yeah.
hardware?
I think
Okay,
yeah.
for
Yeah.
for the hardware, basically there are two type of IoT hardware lah. Okay, one is the smart meter. So the smart meter cost will be around 160 ringgit per meter. Okay, without exclude the installation cost lah. Okay, so if you want to have the installation cost by our installer is RM 80 ringgit per meter. Okay, so for smart lock, there are a few type of smart lock. There are room door smart lock, there are man door smart lock. So for man door smart lock, the cost is around 545 ringgit, and for the room door is around 297 ringgit. Okay, all this is a very reasonable price, and you can get all these item in our Shopee shops lah. Yeah, you can search iBelate Plus, you can get all the products there.
All right, guys. So you guys can actually search for iBelate Plus and get the items over there. So I think the fourth question is answered already. So if you guys want their contractors to fix it, it will be 80 ringgit, right, Ethan?
Yeah, for the
Yeah.
meters, and for the lock is 150 ringgit. Okay, all this installation you can even get your own contractor or installer to fix it, and we will guide them as well. So it's not you have to fix by us.
Understood. All right. So the next question will be, how do existing speed home owners entitled for this service, how to go about?
Okay, so currently we for today lah, if those owner that really interested, you contact me. Okay, if you I will send. Okay, you can drop by drop your interest, or you can contact Speed Home. They will let me know. So for only for today's people that are interested, we're able to offer you a free trial on our system, 30 days trials. So we will send you a link, onboarding link. Okay, let me get it and I will share in the chat box shortly. Yeah, for the sign up.
Okay, so the next question would be, what required items the landlord needs to ready or buy if plan to buy the software to monitor the room rental?
Okay, so for our solution, there are two things lah. One is the software, another thing is the hardware. So if you go for the software, the hardware is not, it's not compulsory, but it depends. If you don't have the proper hardware, you can't really optimize the system. So you can just use the software to monitor your portfolio, your rental collections. Okay, but of course you can't integrate the IoT parts that really help you to automate the whole rental management. So to be exact, you need to get the hardware integrated to the system, and you only can really automate the whole renting process. So basically, it's the hardware, the smart meter and the locks, okay, and the payment gateways, all this to be integrated, and you can really optimize the solutions.
Understood. So the next question would be, what about the requisite unit maintenance and repairs, etc.? How will these be managed? So
Okay, this one is one of the pain point that most of the property investor or even rooms operator facing. So this thing we are in the midst of developing this module, and this one is the most complicated modules. Okay, so we will launch it, I think, second quarter of this year on this maintenance module. This module is very simple. We will integrate with the provider. Okay, so every time there is a maintenance on demand, the tenants can directly through the system to raise the tickets. Okay, so the provider they will receive and they will go and serve the tenant directly. Okay, so for the owner they can just monitor and get the response every time there is a process. There's a different status on the whole tickets raise. So this one is one of our module that we will launch. Yeah, definitely. Indirectly, will give reduce the problems for owner if tenants middle of the night call you for repair or even any all this maintenance issue, cleaning issue. Yeah. So this one is in our pipeline to be launched lah. Yeah.
understood.
So maybe you can also use these. Speed Home themselves also have such maintenance package, right?
Yep. We do. We actually
Yes.
just launched it as well. Yep, we do, and it is still in our pipeline as well to do better. Yeah. So the next question is, what is the difference between Speed Home and iVillage? You want to answer
Okay.
this? Then yeah.
Yes, the iBillate Plus, to be exact, iBillate Plus, the whole rental management system actually able to empower all the listing platform. Okay, for me, I assume Speed Home as a listing platform. So as a owner, as a property investor, you don't mind to get more leads to really rent out your property as soon as possible, right? So through our system, we're able to help you to do the auto posting. Okay, another thing is Speed Home themselves, they are more focused on closing the deal. Okay, so for the the day-to-day operations in our system, we're able to empower the gap of this thing. So there's a different and the main thing is Speed Home will focus on whole unit, and our system is iBillate, the listing is for the room rental. So mainly there's a huge difference and a different target audience, and be able to empower each other in the markets.
Yep. So like Eason said, they are more focused on rooms, and at Speed Home we are focused on whole units as well. And we ourselves, we and Speed Home and I believe Plus Space Plus, we are also working on some partnerships which maybe will be, in our pipeline sooner or later. And at Speed Home, we are focused more into whole units, and we, like I explained earlier, we are online property rental platform, and we don't sell all those items which Eason has mentioned just now, like his hardware and softwares. Where at Speed Home, we are only focused on getting our landlords leads and also getting our landlords a better protection. Yeah. So the next question, Eason, would be just now the RM3 per day is per room basis.
Okay, that I just like mentioned is a rentable space lah. Okay, it
Yep.
can be a whole unit or is one rooms. Okay, so it's up to you. It's consider one unit if you rent out by one tenants is considered one rentable space. If one unit you rent out by three tenants is considered three rentable space. So the 3 days three RM3 per day as well is can cater up to 100 rentable space.
Understood. All right. So the next question will be: I have existing digital door lock, need to replace hardware. What if no network available?
I have existing digital door lock need to
Yeah.
okay for the digital door lock in the market there are variety. Okay, so if your door lock, I mean the back end system, okay, the chip is if you're utilizing the signer lock, you'll be able to help you to integrate. So if you other than that, really sorry, you have to buy our hardware to make this I mean the solution integrated. If not, it can't be integrated, and you can't really enjoy the automations. So what if no network? Okay, basically this lock they don't need. I mean don't need Wi-Fi. They don't need Wi-Fi, and only first time you pair it, you set up it, and the rest of the day you can just use it remotely. Uh, yeah, but of course, some of the feature that I shared just now, such as the automated rental recovery, this feature you need to have Wi-Fi. Okay, we have a gateway for that to make sure. I mean, there's real-time communications in between the hardware and our system. Yeah. So this depends on the usage, but for the basic usage, basically you don't have don't need the Wi-Fi lah, don't need the network, don't need the internet.
Understood. Isn't I also got a question. So this time you said if the door lock don't require Wi-Fi. So
Yeah.
how does it work actually? Is there like a SIM card embedded inside there or something like that?
Okay, this is the best. This is the best technology of this chip lah. Okay, it already set up when you first time pair it. Okay, you're using phone to pair it, right? So your phone have the data, so
Yeah.
it will connect to the server for the first time. Okay, so the rest of the time, every time you issue a temporary passcode or permanent passcode, or even a one-time passcode, you can do it anywhere in the world, and the code is I mean it's can be used. Yeah.
Understood. So once the device is paired, it's like forever lah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah. Unless
understood.
you need some control like a real time control to delete the access all these things. I mean when you issue suddenly you say you don't want you need to cancel, we cannot cancel it. Yeah. Unless
Understood.
you have the Wi-Fi or you have to go until the I mean near to the lock lah to do the things.
Yeah, understood. All right then. All right. So, Ethan, I don't think we have more questions for today. So, yes, I would like to thank you for joining us today, and maybe Speed Home and IB Plus can work together in the future as well. And for everyone
Yes.
joining us today, if you guys have any questions about how Speed Home works or how you can actually acquire our services or whatnot. If you guys are new, you can always hit our Speed Home page or our Instagram page. You can find Speed Home app or Speed Home MY, and we will be there. You can always PM us to know more. And to wrap up today's session, I would like to Eason to say his last words for today.
Okay. Really thank you for the the slot for us to share about what is Space Plus, what is iBelieve Plus, and how we can really help property investor or even owner to manage their day-to-day rental management. Yeah, so I'd like to take this opportunity to thanks Sweet Home and thank Kat for this for me to share. Yeah, thank
No
you.
worries, no worries. We will always have you on board. We will usually have you on board again for our next sessions. Maybe if you guys have other items to share to our landlords, maybe more tips and tricks as well. So
Yeah.
yes, everyone, thank you for joining in today. And we will meet you guys in our next session. Our next webinar session will be on 18th of January. We will have Mr. Wong Wai Tee from Cashaway who will be sharing with us about the market outlook of 2022. So that's about it from us today. Thank you so much everyone for joining. If you have any questions about Speed Home or Space Plus, you can find us on Facebook. For Space
Yeah.
Plus, you can find iBelieve Plus. For Speed Home, you can find Speed Home on Facebook, and you can always PM us to ask our questions. Any questions that you have, and we'll be sure that we answer your queries. Thank you everyone for joining today, taking time out. Have fun and have a good day, everyone. Bye bye.
Yeah, good night, guys. Bye bye.
Good night, everyone.